I just want to preface this video by saying that it's okay to take a break, especially when you need it. Even if it's just for 5 or 15 minutes, take a break. But for people who can't afford to take a break, then this is for them. Hello and welcome to our lore. Let's catch you up. So I slept at 5 a.m. and woke up at 12:30 p.m. looking for food like a hungry zombie. So my mom drove me to go buy takeout lunch. Step 1 of trying to be productive when you don't feel like it is to eat and drink water. Before you prepare your meal, eat a snack so that you have energy to prepare a meal, or just buy takeout. And then after that, see if your feelings change. Do you feel like doing anything, or do you still not? They may or may not change. Step 2, I just watched YouTube after that. That is kind of step 2. I used the act of watching YouTube to try getting started on my reading assignment. I know I can't focus, and if I wanted to shower to wake myself up, I had to wait for my food to get digested. So while I was scrolling through YouTube shorts, simultaneously and mindlessly, I opened my book like a zombie. Then I started getting an overview of the book while choosing and transitioning to a longer length video. Videos of choice currently are from Sophia Nygaard and her husband Tyler. These videos are familiar to me. Usually I would be able to go from being distracted to slowly getting into it. Getting things done. Probably even being able to focus deeper as I go on. But that day, I was just not feeling it. For context, I have to read 4 books for a future video I'm working on, where I revisit books from my self-improvement phase. The problem is that I thought I'll just start another book if I don't feel like reading the books I have in progress, but I could not be bothered at all for all the books. The strategy was to no avail on a day I slept at 5 a.m. So I had to do what I knew would work to wake me up, which was to take a shower. But for me, generally, I struggle to just get up and take a shower if I need to. Maybe you struggle the same. So I went on Google to find some answers of why this may be the case and what to do about it. The responses seem to say that number 1, we lack the self-respect to keep ourselves clean. And I guess for me, it's a little bit in the mix. I feel like hygiene habits are not natural to me somehow. They get easily derailed when things in my life shift, but I'm definitely trying to teach myself self-care after turning 18. Reason number 2 is lethargy due to mental illnesses and disabilities. Your brain can be so tired that it only has energy to keep yourself alive from immediate threats such as stress and starvation. Smelling bad, not brushing your teeth, and having uncomfortably greasy hair is not as dire as not eating or drinking, so your brain wouldn't tell you to maintain those hygiene habits, especially while you have limited spoons of energy. Many people suffering from depressive disorders also say that showering makes them feel worse, or that it's pointless, or that they feel better only for a short period of time. They don't see hope for the future. But for me, transitioning between tasks takes 2 hours. Like for example, I would back in college spend 2 hours trying to shower so undiagnosed ADHD is at you. Anyways, reason number 3 is that it takes work to shower, shave, and do things post-shower. Therefore, people suggest making the showering experience more enjoyable and pleasant by making your shower smell nice or putting on nice music. Reason number 4, of course, some chalk it up to laziness. Honestly, I think that if you feel any guilt or frustration from not being able to shower, and if you question why is it you can't shower, then it's probably not laziness. Read up on executive dysfunction and task switching. So back to my story. I checked the time and it was 4 p.m. I was watching YouTube, having rejected all the books I tried to administer myself with. Then I thought I would just continue watching YouTube till 5 p.m. and shower then. But then I thought, hey, I have some scalp oil beside me here that I rarely use, so let me just oil my possibly inflamed scalp that I keep scratching and leave it in as a pre-shampoo treatment. It was kind of an impulse, but I was surprised that massaging my scalp made me feel better. 5 or 10 minutes in of massaging my scalp, suddenly I felt like I was actually aware of my surroundings, that I'm opening my eyes wider, aka that's actually being awake, I guess. After a few minutes more, I stood up and paced around the room feeling excited and energized by the scalp massage. The benefits of oiling my scalp, I felt, had multiple folds. It was self-care that not only was going to make me look nice first of all, but also make me feel nice because of the massage that was bringing blood to my scalp and brain. What's more is that it would improve my inflamed greasy scalp. Besides that, I also kind of have to shower because I was already soiled or oil on purpose. I feel like there's just a difference between making yourself dirty by choice and being dirty not by choice due to the reasons I listed earlier. Now, I must say that oiling your scalp is best done weekly and not daily. I haven't been showering for a bit and my hair was extremely greasy, so the scalp oil massage was timely. As an alternative, you may just give yourself an oilless scalp massage to wake you up, but be sure to be gentle and not aggressive, or else you'll have hair that snaps easily like chocolate. You can also do a leg up the wall pose. You just turn your body towards your wall and leave your leg up. Turning your body does take a little bit of energy and willpower, but after that, you just... Alright, so I was energized due to the scalp massage. I decided to test the limits of how many self-care stuff can I do at the same time, and chaos ensued. Who would have thought? TLDR, I dropped some clay mask onto the shirt I was supposed to return, and when I picked it up, I discovered it was stained with powdered blush. I panicked and then cleaned it and dried it, hoping for it to remain in refund condition, and thankfully it did. We spent the refund money on groceries. I finally was able to hop on into the shower, and at this point it was evident to me that I needed to clean my room. You know the feeling you get when you just rinse your body after you played in a water park? That's how I feel right now. Refreshed, post-frazzled. I dried my hair and I'm feeling really nice, and got to cleaning and trying to use what I have to build what I don't, aka a closet. Okay, but here's the secret. I talked about how to get yourself to eat and shower earlier in this video, but the truth is I don't always do that. Sometimes when I have to go out but I can't overcome the barrier between me and showering, I simply wash only my eyes, my nose, my mouth, my armpits, and my private parts. If I feel too sweaty because I live in Malaysia, I just splash some cold water onto my back and onto my arms. And some days I actually even shower with clothes on. Like, oh screw it, I have to wash my hands and my arms because I did something impulsive and I have to shower too. But taking the clothes off to shower is too much energy and thinking, and I'm just standing right beside the flowing water, so I'll just like take one step into the flowing water and just let my clothes get wet. Then I realized, okay, after showering, that I thought, especially for the video, that to have a productive day and for this video to be good, I have to show you how you can do a lot of things after being tired from sleeping late. For me, it meant that I would have to show you after following these tips, I was able to read a lot or like do more work like scripting videos. But I slept at 5 a.m. I really only woke up at 5 p.m. I realized I was putting my expectations on myself too high, and that may intimidate you as a viewer. Like in my life, it's always been about excellence or nothing. It's like exposing the unrealistic expectations I have for myself. Like I used to study 11 hours a day. Perception of what productivity is, it's skewed, and I shouldn't be projecting it onto you, because literally I could only clean half of the room that day, and that's freaking progress. Although later that night I went to write this entire script because I thought it would be pretty short. That's kind of a big deal. It was a bad first draft for sure, which is how it's supposed to be, but now I have a video queued up for filming and now I'm filming that video. All in all, I started my day at 1 p.m, started actual fruitful productivity at 5 p.m, just chilled from 7:30 p.m to 11:30 p.m, and finished some work and slept at 3-something a.m. I could have slept earlier, but that's all for the video. Comment below or email me and tell me which parts of the tips helped you and which parts were unhelpful. I genuinely want my tips to work, especially for those who have it bad. Until next time, we will continue the lore. Thank you, have a wholesome day, bye!